I'm Aaron.
I'm Julie.
We're Goen's Garage. We're over here at a friend of ours' place. They do powder coating and they do hydro dipping and stuff. A lot of times they'll do stuff for us. And because we're just we don't have a lot of footage.
Yep.
Do we?
Come on, it's cold.
So yeah, it's cold out here.
Ugh.
Right there,
Hey.
Howdy.
What's happening?
How we doing?
What's up?
Nice and warm.
Doing all
in
right?
here.
We are killing it. Come on in, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of their stuff they do, like the hydro dipping. It's really cool.
Yeah, they do some cool stuff. And you can even get a toilet seat done.
Toilet seat.
You can get a toilet seat
How
done.
about that? Yeah, camouflage toilet seat.
We got your fire extinguisher.
You guys
from
doing
here,
all right?
Aaron. It's
Good.
58 that he had.
How we doing?
We, not the Apache, but the Delray.
Yeah.
We bought like a hydro dipped fire extinguisher from here, and it looked really cool inside the car because you have to have
That's
a
pretty
fire
cool.
extinguisher.
Give me that fire extinguisher. Okay.
It's not vintage, is it?
That's
Didn't think it
cool.
was.
Is that yours?
Yeah.
You bought it, thought it was.
Yeah. I was drinking cocktails down in Madison, Indiana, and saw it on Marketplace and had to have it.
You had to have
I
it.
told the guy I wanted it, and he took it off of Marketplace. I drove all the way to Middletown, Ohio, and I was like, crap.
Yeah, it's a repop.
Yeah, but I bought it anyway.
Yeah, it is cool. Actually, when I first seen it, I thought it was the original.
Real deal.
But as soon as you move it, you can tell.
Yep, and it's got two
That's
new
cool,
warning
though.
labels on it. To be
Yeah.
vintage.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's cool.
We got a new granddaughter. She's 3 months now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I've been buying all kind of crap.
Off of Mach 1.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty bad when you start knowing parts when you just see them
Right.
hanging on the wall.
Apparently, that's a pretty desirable thing. I got that
Yeah,
from
I've got
Brian
one.
Barnell. And it was cracked down here, and I fixed
Mine
it.
is too.
And I had some guy offer me like $300. for
Yeah,
that
I've
thing,
got
man.
one just like it. I bought it from, who was it I got that from?
What? Yes.
The Scoop. Yeah.
You got me.
Mike Herndon. That's who it
Oh,
was.
yeah.
You know Mike.
Yeah.
A
Oh,
lot,
yeah.
a lot
he's
of
a Ford
Ford.
dude.
He's a Ford guy, yeah. And I actually bought one because my first car was a '65 Rambler, and it had that scoop on it. It wasn't for that car, but I wanted it to put back on the Rambler because I've got the '65 Rambler now, so I'll be building that at some point with
Okay.
all the other stuff I build.
Fun fact about me, I turned 50 this year, and I have my first car I ever bought. I still have it.
Really?
I bought
Wow.
it when I was 14.
Wow.
That's awesome.
My dad took all my money I had saved up and bought this car, and I looked at it and cried myself to sleep. It wasn't what I wanted, and it had big giant rustles I could see in the car from
Yeah.
looking outside.
Yeah. What
Next
kind of
thing,
car is it?
The 78 Camaro.
78 Camaro. Yeah.
Yep. I still
Shoot
got
ya.
it. It's traveled with me all over the country, house to house to house.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Shoot ya.
I got an uncle. He told me when I was 15, he's got a 70 Chevelle, and he's 60, and he's like, "Don't ever sell your first car. You'll regret it."
Yeah. You
and
will.
100 times I've been wanting to sell it.
Don't do it.
I kept it, dude.
Don't do it. Yeah, because I did the same thing.
Now I'm a hoarder.
Now you're a hoarder, huh?
Yeah, because I can't sell anything. So every vehicle I buy, I keep forever and ever.
Yeah, I do the same thing. Okay, so yeah, we was.
Where's that hydro dipped
Oh, yeah.
European now? That's
Mhm.
awesome.
That is neat.
In between
I'll
both
get
your
some.
worlds.
I'll get some customers wanting that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dipping them in carbon fiber, that is really cool.
Like I said, we've been doing our videos. Right now is really slow time for me because I'm so busy with taxidermy.
Oh, yeah.
So we was talking. We said, man, we need to do some videos so people can see different things. And we knew you do a lot of this work, so thought I'd get a hold of you, see if you had a few minutes to show us real
Sure,
quick
man.
what you do. And
Sure.
you've been doing this for how long now?
I started this in 14, so 10 years. Started out with the hydro dip and then
Yeah.
moved into the powder coat.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, you got a lot of neat stuff.
Yeah, come on in. I'll show you around a little bit. So hydro dipping is the process of putting a pattern onto a part through water. So basically, like this part, you take your part, it gets prepped, sanded, and then this will get a base coat of paint. In this case, it's going to be white. And then the guy wants a galaxy theme print.
Oh,
So it'll have stars and galaxy and the Milky Way galaxy on it.
oh yeah, that's cool.
So basically, think of hydro dipping as base coat, clear coat with your pattern in the middle. That's basically all it is.
Yeah.
You can hydro dip anything basically that can get wet. So wood, metal, glass, plastic,
It doesn't matter.
fiberglass, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So what's really funny is we've got customers that we hydro dip fiberglass panels in carbon fiber, and then they buy carbon fiber panels and bring them up here to have us re-dip them in carbon fiber so they all match.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know it's a big process
Mhm.
of doing this.
Yep. So basically any part a customer would bring in would go through a regular paint process. So sand, prime, any repair, then you get your base coat. All the base coats that I use are water-based. You can use solvent-based paints, but we use a water-based paint. It's easier to get the hydrographic pattern to stick to water-based paints opposed to solvent-based stuff.
Yeah.
And then of course what you feel is the clear coat, an automotive clear coat.
Oh, just right over the top of it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that's what holds it in. You got your stages. Here's a part that's already been painted, a part that's been prepped, ready for paint, a part that's been painted, a part that's been dipped and cleared.
Oh, yeah.
And then you got these parts on the end, some AR magazines. These are before clear coat. So they have like a
So they're more
satin
like a
feel.
dull,
Yeah.
dull look.
Mm-hmm.
Now you'll clear that
Yep.
afterwards, or whatever.
Yep. So this will get another satin clear coat over the top of that. In this case, most of the firearm stuff would be satin.
With satin.
All the automotive guys like the high gloss.
Yeah, because you can do about anything.
Yeah.
I mean,
The thing that
that's-
makes the Hydro Dip different and separates it from like a wrap is it's a little more permanent. Even that, you can tell it's hard to get it off of there. If there's a mistake in that or something happens, we need to start over, you have to basically strip it.
oh, okay. Yeah.
Even at that stage of it.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got an ink pattern onto a painted surface, basically. All the films are made up of ink.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and you got your big tank that.
Mm-hmm. Basically, you're looking at two tanks. You got a small tank on this side, which is your heated tank. And when you hit the button, it recirculates water through and pushes the heated water over the surface, just like
I
a
see.
swimming pool.
Yeah. That's cool.
So when we get ready to dip, we'd turn that part off, and then we'd set our dams up so that it would keep the film confined into an area. Like that magazine, that piece of film would probably be 30 inches square.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I noticed, I watched you do it before, and you put it down in there, and then you just kind of wash. Is that to keep it from overlapping?
The film, basically a plant-based cellulose, some kind of plastic, and when you spray your activator on it, it dissolves what you can feel. So you just have that ink pattern floating. But
Yeah.
when you dip, you get some residual, that gooey stuff left behind. So really all that you're doing is you're washing that away before you pull it
I
out.
see. Yeah.
And then after you pull it out, you put it on a rinse tank.
Okay.
And you rinse the gooey stuff off of it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once you dip it, as soon as
It's
that
on
part,
there.
it's done. Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as that part hits the water and goes in, it's locked in.
So if you were gonna dip like a tumbler, I mean, you'd have to paint it first.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to prep it
Yep.
and paint it
Yep.
and all that.
So the tumblers are somewhat unique because they're stainless steel. So we would sandblast it to get
Yeah.
a paint, a surface,
yeah.
and then a self-etch primer, like a direct to metal primer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you put your base coat on, and then you dip it,
Okay.
and then you rinse it, and then you clear it. It's a process. It
Yeah.
really is.
Oh, yeah, it is.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get a lot of people asking me the same type of thing.
Well,
They'll say, well, how long does it take to do a deer? And
Yeah.
I'm like, well, it's a process. It's not like they
Right.
want a cut and dry answer. You know what
Right.
I mean?
Right.
Or, and it doesn't work like that.
And I'm telling you, I've been doing this a long time,
Mhm.
and I'll say if I'm doing 10 tumblers, I'll have 4 that I got to redo.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of one little speck of
blemish.
something, a little blemish somewhere. So it's a process that is really refined and looks good at the end, but there's so many things that can go wrong.
Yeah.
You got a freshly painted part. Just to put a base coat and a clear, you could have dirt in your paint.
Oh, yeah.
And now you're
Or
putting a
bug or
chemical.
anything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now you're trying to get chemical, and the film can stretch, and
Yeah. So you're dealing with 2 different
Yeah.
phases, not
Yeah.
just one.
yeah.
Like a car, you base clear, you base it, and if
You're
you get
done.
something in
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
then you can fix
Nib it out, yeah.
But yeah, you're in a whole
Hydro dip,
different
yeah,
thing.
especially when you got a crazy pattern like a carbon fiber or a camo. Some of the best projects we've had is we had a customer who races professional motocross in California, and he's tattooed from head to toe. They wanted a mannequin of him in their stores, like Pacific, Sunwear, Nike, and some of these stores that he's sponsored by wanted a mannequin of him.
Oh.
So he had his tattoo artist put his graphics that he's got on his body on an iPad, made an image out of them,
Yeah.
We put them on a hydrographic film, and I dipped a mannequin, several mannequins
wow.
for this guy.
Wow.
So it was arms and legs.
Yeah.
And we had his tattoos on this thing. It was one of the coolest things we've done. It looked like this dude when
That's
it was
cool.
all done. He sent us the mannequin, and the strange thing is some random guy walked in here, and we got body parts in our tank.
He's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, what's going on here?
Hello, Dexter Morgan.
But yeah, we had arms and legs hanging around. It was pretty funny.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the real benefit of the hydrographics. It's really easy to get a custom image on a part. Like a airbrush guy can do the same thing, but I feel like the hydrographics is maybe a little quicker process than that would be. Or
Yeah, and the realistic part of
Oh,
it,
it's insane,
just
yeah.
unbelievable. Yeah.
Now, the really cool thing is working with those guys,
Mhm.
the airbrush guys.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you really want to enhance something and you really want to make something 3D or really add some custom Harley guys, you know, fenders and tanks and bags, and it's really
They
cool.
want that depth.
Yeah, they want that depth. So we could hydro dip a Harley bag and then give it to an airbrush guy, and then he could put ultra detail on that thing
And then clear it.
and then clear it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
Can
pretty
Lacey
cool.
do anything in here yet?
Yeah,
Can she?
we've got some videos of her hydro dipping stuff.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. Cool.
she's getting big now.
Yeah. Chin.
She's-
Wow, I saw her picture. She's
Yeah.
so tall.
Yep.
Yeah. One of the worst moments of my life is when I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this place, and I told her that someday this could all be yours, and she said, not this place. I don't want this.
She didn't want to. It's not her thing.
It's not her
Like, oh, man.
Yeah, that could change.
She's
Right.
so
That could
cute,
always
though.
change.
His daughter is amazing.
Yeah.
She's great with people. She's going someplace. I don't know what she's going to end up doing, but
So tell everybody what
she's
you
pretty
call her.
awesome.
Yeah,
I
you-
call her the blonde terrorist.
Yeah, she is the blonde-headed terrorist.
blonde
We've actually got a T-shirt.
Oh, that's
Yep.
great.
That's Julie's
so
nickname,
funny.
the blonde-headed
Yeah.
terrorist for Lacey.
Adorable. She can manipulate a crowd into doing anything she wants. It's
Yeah.
frightening,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and it's adorable at the same time.
And coming a lot from her because she
Yeah.
don't really care for kids too much.
Right. The
So,
problem we have at
you know.
home is Lacey sees me as one of her buddies and not a parent.
Yeah.
Like, she'll come up to me and be like, "Hey, I got some candy stashed in my bed," and I'm like, "Lacey, I'm your dad. I can get you in trouble just like your mom can.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
where's the candy at? Tell me
Yeah,
where it's
where's
at."
it at? What you got?
Yeah,
Oh,
she's a fun
that's
one,
funny.
though.
But yeah, we wanted to come over and just kind of show people what
Yeah.
you do, and then they can contact you. We'll have the information
Mhm.
online. It's ironic that you're located right behind the upholstery
guy.
shop,
Yeah.
where we go to get our upholstery
One-stop
done.
shopping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's one-stop shop. So you can
Yep.
get your upholstery done, come
Yep.
over and get stuff hydro dipped, and
So my
Yeah.
goal when I was a kid is I always wanted to start a business, a big giant building shaped like a wagon wheel.
yeah,
In the center of the building is a community tool shack, basically. And then you
Yeah.
got your engine guy, your body guy and paint,
oh yeah,
your
yeah,
interior
yeah.
guy,
That'd
the
be nice.
suspension guy, the fabricator guy,
Yeah.
all sharing the same space.
Oh yeah,
And a dude could come in with a hot rod
And
or
get
whatever,
anything
and
done.
yeah, here you go, boom, and then just push the car from there to there, and and
Yeah.
you're here, and it's all done.
yeah, that'd be pretty awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Not over yet.
Yeah.
You
it's
never
not
know.
over.
Right. I had drawings
Keep
and everything.
playing
I was Lacey's age drawing this stuff up.
Keep playing the lottery.
Right.
I already
If he
told
wins
her.
the lottery,
I
he's
said if I hit the lottery, it'd be dangerous.
Yeah.
So I been lying to people basically my entire life about an RV, and I always told people if I ever get an RV, you guys will be talking about me like I'm dead because I'll disappear.
Yeah.
I'll be gone.
Oh
Is
yeah.
that yours?
So I got an RV, and here I am
Yes.
stuck in this
You're
damn
still
place
in
still.
here. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
pulled up and we're like, whose RV is that?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
get so excited when people get
Oh,
campers.
yeah.
Right.
There's
We
so much
love
freedom
RV.
in it,
Oh yeah.
you know?
Mhm.
Yeah. We bought that thing in the spring, and I used it twice. I am not a camper. There's no way I'm going to be in a tent.
You're a
Yeah.
I'm just
camper.
not that guy. I grew up in Detroit, Michigan, so
Yeah.
I'm really familiar with buildings and people
Yeah.
and concrete. I don't want to be in the
You don't
woods. I
want
got no business out there. I don't
Mhm.
know what goes on out there. They got the upper hand. I don't. So I got this RV, and I'm like, look, we are not camping. We are going places, not
Yeah.
camping.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
There's a big difference. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm parking it on concrete. We're not going in the woods.
I don't roll without memory foam. I gotta have memory
Yeah,
foam.
there you
Yeah.
go, right?
Yeah.
And TV, I got cable TV in the thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, right on. Do you do powder coating too?
Mhm.
Okay.
Not right now, that's 90% of what we're doing.
But you do like smaller parts though.
No, we got a
You do
20-foot oven
frames
out there.
and stuff?
Mhm.
Show us that
Really?
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The last one was a friggin' Dodge one-ton
yeah.
truck frame. I had no idea how heavy those things were. It was a big frame. It was all of the oven. It was 18 feet.
Oh wow.
And
Wow.
it took the fork truck to get it in there. It
Yeah.
was so heavy.
Yeah.
But a buddy of mine, he's got a Rouster Shop chassis on a Mercury.
Oh,
in the
okay.
cars in Ohio. I'm going to try to get that from him and
Yeah.
powder coat that.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can get frames in
That's
there. Let's
pretty
go check
cool.
it out. Our shop is way undersized, but
Oh, it's fine.
we're growing.
Hey, it makes it work, you know?
So here's some powder coated stuff. This is for a buddy's hunting truck, actually.
Really?
Yeah. So that is called Federal Standard Tan. So that's a
Yeah.
government color, you know, like a federal standard tan
Yeah.
color.
So will you clear this or anything?
No,
or
that's it.
how
It's a
comes?
satin. Yep.
Oh, it's a satin.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's actually a matte finish. It's a one-stage powder.
Yeah. So is there different powder coating you can do? Is there a gloss?
Oh, yeah,
There's all that.
There's
right?
a set of wheels back here. We
'Cause
did.
I don't know a whole lot about
Mhm.
powder coating.
So powder coating is just like paint. So basically, I'll show you. There's 6,500 different powder coat colors. Everything from your basics, Pantone colors, all the way through metallics and chromes and
Yeah.
crazy clears and candies and all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. That's
And then
cool.
Cerakote, we do the high temp stuff. So the
Yeah.
similar stuff they do on firearms.
Oh yeah.
So it's a high
For high
temp.
temperature. Yeah.
Mhm. Yep.
For your
Cerakote.
headers and stuff like that.
This is the only performance-based coating we do. Everything else is aesthetic. This actually has some performance aspects to it.
Oh yeah. Is 800 degrees? It says high temp
Mm-hmm.
goes up to 800 degrees. That's cool.
And really, that's a
Just
working temp. There's a guy that races out at the Speedway, and he said his headers are 1,300 degrees.
And they're fine.
And they're fine. And that's
Yeah.
what they claim, but 800
That's a safe
is
zone.
that's
Yeah,
your
they
safe
always
zone
do
for,
that,
yeah.
That is neat.
So
yeah.
here's some stuff. We do everything from furniture to automotive stuff. This is a guy in town here that makes this furniture. They'll put a 2-inch thick.
It's not Larry Lawson, is it?
No, this is Sherman Long. He's
Oh,
out in
okay.
Pendleton. Do you know him?
I don't think so.
At 36 or 38. Yep.
Yeah, that's nice.
So he'll put a top.
Yeah, so this will get a top on it. He is the fabricator that has his stuff out at Mercantile. You guys been out there yet?
Oh,
Mercantile 37?
I don't think we have.
Oh, you need to check that place out.
Really? Yeah.
It's the old Wheeler's truck stop.
Yeah, out there at Wheeler's. You know, we've seen that online, but I've never been out there.
So they do.
They redone that whole building.
Oh yeah, it's
Beautiful.
really,
Yeah.
really awesome in there. He's their fabricator. So anything from furniture, we do railing. Those are 18-foot rails there. Those are for Arby's. The stuff outside when you pulled in, that's Nestle. We do some stuff for
okay.
them.
Yeah. So you'll just powder coat this, and
Yep.
then he'll put the.
Yep, and then he'll put the butcher
top
block
on,
top on
yeah.
it. Yep. So the oven. So basically, powder coat. Here's some stuff back here, some automotive parts, just like regular automotive. So this is a high zinc primer.
Oh, okay. Inner fender wells.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we put a high zinc primer on it. This customer actually made some modifications. He cut out some rust and did some rust repair on these,
Oh, okay.
and welded the whole new top piece on. So we do the high zinc primer, and then I'll be able to DA that down to help blend it in a little better.
Oh yeah, so you won't really see it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the high zinc is a really good rust inhibitor. It helps with rust.
They look like Chevy truck inner
Yeah, I
fender.
think these are 69442.
Oh really?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. He couldn't buy the fender, and it was rusted so bad, so he found another donor car that had the inner fenders with this
then you
good
just
section,
cut
and he
it.
cut it out.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So you just hang them up. Now, is this electricity? That's
Yeah.
how that works, right?
Yep. So what you do, the process of this is pretty cool.
Have you
It's
ever seen
electrostatic. So you take, this is basically a ground wire that's connected to a ground rod that's driven in the ground like you would have outside your
For a
electrical
house.
box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then you just ground your part. Once the part's grounded, your powder coating machine is putting positive voltage into the powder. So it actually is the consistency of talcum powder.
Yeah.
So this is red from when we were
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
the Arby's
yeah.
stuff, but basically that's it.
Oh, okay. So then that will just go and
Mhm.
stick to it.
So you got positive voltage and you got your negative, and the two, like a magnet, just attract to each other.
Yeah.
So like on the tubing, if I spray one side of the tubing, it'll basically wrap around the whole.
Oh, it'll just cling to it. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
kind of like static electricity almost.
Yeah, basically that's what it is. It gets in every nook and cranny of the part.
Yeah, that's what makes it nice, you know, because if you're building a vehicle and you got a frame and stuff, if you paint them, because I've painted them, everybody has,
Mhm.
if you paint them, you're not going to hit it all.
Nope.
You're not going to get it all.
The cool part about the powder coat, once it's on, then you put it in an oven and you bake it, and that's where you get your hardness of the paint.
Yeah.
So this oven is 20 feet, so it's 6 foot square and 20 feet long.
That's what she said.
I hang parts on racks. We don't have they have these where they're automated, where you can put them on a trolley system and they go in the oven and come out. We push carts in and out.
Now, what's the temperature?
450 degrees.
450.
Yep.
Yeah. That's
So
one way to
typically-
warm up on a cold
yeah. day
day like today.
Yeah.
You go in there and sit down.
The summertime, this place is crazy.
Yeah. Boy, in the winter, though, it makes it nice.
Oh, yeah. I don't even care if the furnace goes out in the building.
You just put this on.
Just open the door.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. So a part would go in, you powder it. Once it's prepped, just like anything else, these are sanded. We DA these parts. This is actually going to be a cabinet that gets glass inserted in there, and this will be a brass color.
Oh, okay.
So we'll hit it with a chrome first and then a brass translucent clear.
Yeah.
Goes over the top. So after the part's prepped, you put your powder on and then you put it in the oven and bake it.
And this is just a smaller version?
Yep, that's an electric smaller version of that one.
Yeah.
Small parts we can run in there.
Yeah.
That's actually where we
awesome.
started.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
When
where we
did you
started.
have this one installed?
That one about 5 years ago. And it took about 6-8 months to get it operational, basically. I didn't realize when we put it in here, the gas service here wasn't big enough to handle the oven.
Oh.
Yeah, so we had to have an upgrade. So our gas pipe coming into the building was 3/4 inch and now it's 2 inch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, when this thing fires up, the meter looks like a speedometer on one of your
bet it
cars
does.
because it's maxed.
Yeah.
It's maxed.
That's cool.
Makes powder coating, I guess, expensive.
So is your gas bill
It can
pretty
be. You know
high?
what's
Yeah.
crazy is it really isn't. Surprisingly,
Really?
it's not much different than.
That's probably insulated real
Oh
well.
yeah, I could run this thing on Friday, shut everything down, shut the doors, and come back on Monday morning, and it's still warm in there. It's probably 100 degrees in there.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow, that's cool.
We need
Yep.
one of those.
Yeah, we do.
yeah.
Julie be getting in every morning.
Here's my coffee.
Yeah.
So
That's
here's a
awesome.
cool part. This is
That's
a cool
pretty cool.
part here. This is a part we were building for the Scotland Yard, and now they've morphed into selling them here in the United States. This is a multi-tool for basically police, law enforcement, or fire, rescue.
Yeah.
So this is it at the beginning, and I'll show you when all done. So we
Oh,
take
yeah.
the pipe. We have a local fabricator, our friend Dan Newby. He takes this as a round pipe, smashes it into this oval shape, welds this on the end, and then it's got a threaded stud here on the end, and he puts a cap on the other end to seal it up. And then, yeah, there's your high gloss, your wheels,
Oh, yeah.
compared to the satin that was on them other ones. So after that,
Yeah, we've got a set that we need to get done like this for that ambulance. Yeah, that's really nice.
So you never know.
This is one that's done.
yeah, this is one that's done. You never know what's going to come through the shop, from car frames and railings to this kind of deal. So this is a completed one with a textured powder, and this is called an X ball, and this is a 1 pound zinc ball.
1 pound. Oh, wow. That is heavy.
And those spikes are carbide. So basically, they use this to breach
For hitting
buildings with
windows and
safety
stuff.
glass and stuff.
Yeah.
So if you have a situation where you need to get into like an inverted vehicle, or
Isn't that neat?
you've seen guys going at car windows
Yeah.
with hammers and
Yeah,
they won't break.
And they won't break.
This, we've got some video of a
Probably
7-year-old
smack
kid
it
at a
and-
junkyard, and he just touches it and it explodes.
Really?
And they make
That's
a version of this. The one that law enforcement uses, it's on an extender,
Oh,
where
okay.
it's a small, and then they extend it out,
Yeah.
and it's a
yeah.
small,
Now,
small
is it
version of
the
this.
handle? What is
So
that?
that's shrink tube. So after I put the powder on it, then I put a shrink tubing
Oh, okay.
grip on it.
For the, yeah.
That's unbelievable. Jan was
That is
talking about
pretty
that the
neat.
other
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, so is this the other
This was Gen 1.
version? Yeah. And then you came up with this?
Yep. So Gen 1, what was happening is that was bending. So once they break the glass, they can rake it out.
Yeah. Man, that'd be really handy
Mhm.
for like fire department or
Mhm.
Got a shirt
Police
collar
in
with
it.
that too.
Right?
yeah, you can grab a shirt collar and drag some of my other cars.
That's right.
That'll make them think twice.
But yeah, you got some weight to that dude. You know,
Yeah.
it's
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Boy, it's really
Yeah.
proportional.
pretty balanced. Yeah, it's balanced out.
Really nice.
Let's see that.
So you never know
Balanced.
what's going
It
to
doesn't
come.
feel like it's
Yeah.
the weight on the end of it like that.
is nice. Very medieval.
Don't give Julie one of those. She'll smack me in the head one night with that.
Right.
Start mouthing off. Just clunk.
That's
Yeah.
very cool.
So,
You never know what's going to come through
Yeah.
here.
Tons to body
That's awesome.
parts.
Yeah. Right?
This is Sparta!
yeah. All right. Well, we appreciate you showing us around
Yeah.
anyway. And then, if anybody has any questions out there that wants, needs to have something done,
Mhm.
they can contact you right here in Anderson, Indiana. So keep that in mind.
Yep. Mielke Way Coatings.
Yep. Yep. We'll be posting your info
Okay.
on the page here. So
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for taking
that's
time
awesome.
out.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
really
thanks for
appreciate
coming
you
in.
doing
Good to
that.
see
We
Yeah,
really
yeah,
do.
you too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
you got it. It's fun.
Hey guys, I'm with John. We're at the fairgrounds. We're going to do a video on this swap meet we came to today. It's down here at the Indianapolis Fairgrounds. So we're going to walk around and see what they got. Looks like a lot of stuff, a lot of people. Over here and interview Chris Gardner. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, quite a bit. A lot of stuff. I seen that guy in the yellow shirt. I thought that was Ricky. Yeah. Looks like they got an old wagon here for sale. Looks like a pretty solid old car. Pretty good looking old car. Pretty good shape. It's a good looking one. Big old Hemi. All kinds of good stuff. All kinds of
pricing on the bags.
yeah.